Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another Impossible Challenge round in PGA Tour 2K25. And today, we're going to be taking on the course Cliffs of Macduff by the designer That Jerv Kid 14. So, a week ago on this series, we took on Castlevania, and we did the impossible last week. A course designed by the legend Rambo Wilson, and we will never forget that round because on hole number 14, I got an ace. So that means we activated the impossible tier 4, for the first time in this series by an ace, and I mean for the first time on the channel. Over 150 impossible challenge rounds, there has never been an ace tier 4 impossible activation. We did it last week though. How do you follow that up? I mean, we'll see what we could do this week at what I've heard is a very challenging golf course. This will be the 10th course in this series, and I believe this was the fantasy course of the week by the Apex Hound, and I've seen B-Dance play this course. It's been a little while ago. So I've seen this course, but I've never actually played it. But one of my buddies sent me a message, and he said, Ryan, have you seen this course? And it was Cliffs of Macduff. And I said, yeah, it's on my list. And they said, there is no way you could shoot even here. And I said, okay, I'll see you on Friday. So that's how and why we are back this week after that ace last week. I was going to take a couple weeks off, but here we are, Friday morning. Let's do this, everybody. You all already know the Impossible Challenge settings. If you don't, here they are. It's back tees, pin location number 4, very high winds blowing in the north direction, very firm fairways, very firm greens, very fast green speeds with default time of day and weather. But here we go into the Cliffs of Macduff, everybody. Let's play some golf. If you all get some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more, and there's plenty more sports game content to tune into here on the channel, including a new career mode starting the same day this video goes live for Madden 26.
John McCarthy, and I'm here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. We've got a par 4 staring us down here on the first hole. All right, let's get this going.
Oh boy. You saw Jerry giving Ryan a pep talk before this round, or maybe Jerry is getting Ryan fired up for the new Madden 26 series. That's probably the case. But here we go. Hole number 1. This looks beautiful. What a first hole tee shot. You know, I did watch Speed-Ends play this. Like I said, it's probably been, I mean, that was a while ago. I don't remember how long ago, and I do not really remember the course. I remember it looked awesome. I don't even remember what I had for breakfast, so, like, I'm not going to remember, you know, very much about a course I watched for a while ago, so we don't have course knowledge here. I can tell you that.
First.
This is a par 4? Oh, no, and we are at the very high of the very high, if that even makes sense. What in the world? Okay, welcome to the Cliffs of Macduff. Macduff or Macduff? It's one of them. I think this is a driver off the deck. Am I crazy? I get an ace last week, and we're thinking about hitting a driver off the deck. I can tell you one thing, we're not laying up on a par 4. Are you kidding? So here goes something.
Taking driver off the fairway, are you?
Well, we laid up in... I was going to say we laid up into the sand. Are the sands made of rocks here at the Cliffs of Macduff?
Oh, into the water.
You have to be kidding me, right? That's our lateral drop? You're kidding me. Wait. Well, what was that about laying up on a par 4? Welcome to the Cliffs of Macduff. Wow, my buddy was not lying, was he?
Not the greatest contact on that one. You might want to aim a little bit more to the right. That ball is above your
I know some
feet.
of you are saying, Ryan, did you get an ace last week? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I did. I used up all my skill. Okay.
Looks like this one's going left.
Hopefully this is one of those courses that opens up after the first hole. You talk about starting an impossible challenge round with a very nightmarish golf hole. Well, Cliffs of Macduff. Nightmarish? Is that even a word? We're inventing words and making triple bogeys here. Welcome to the Impossible Challenge series. And keep in mind, I didn't even mention this in the intro. The goal of this series is to activate the Impossible tier, Tier 4, an even or better, an ace during the round. Or along the way, you're trying to activate one of 3 other tiers.
Currently,
Tier 1, 18 over or better. Tier 2, 8 over or better. And Tier 3, a 3 over or better. And, well, we have Tier 3 activated right now.
All right, have a good tee shot. We got a par 3 for
Look,
the second
Jerry's
hole.
saying, I don't know. Jerry's saying, I don't know, Ryan, but please just don't do that again. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful. This is a designer I'm not familiar with, but what a start to this course. It is a very cool golf course. But wow, is it tough. Especially on Impossible Challenge settings, as it should be. But look at this green. Is that a rock? There's random rocks everywhere, everybody. Watch out. There's not bunkers. It's rocks. Put this in the hole. When there's a par 3, there's a way. If we ace this one, I'm retiring. That would be golf, right? A triple bogey into an ace.
Heading a little bit to the left on the approach.
That's one reason I was really worried about the next Impossible Challenge series. Because you all
Here's
know,
our second shot on hole number 2.
like when you have some of your best rounds and best moments, sometimes it's followed up by one of your worst rounds, at least for me anyways. Let's get this birdie. That's actually very good. Okay.
Oh, man. Would have loved to see that chip go down.
A par.
And you've got
Well,
this
hold
much
on.
left
Yeah,
to say
a par.
on this one. Currently sitting at 3 over par.
That first hole, I think that Ryan Gamer thought he was playing football and forgot that he's playing golf. You know, his mind's in college football 26 and now Madden 26 getting ready, right? This video is dropping August 8th, the morning, and the Madden series will start on August 8th in the afternoon. So, oh boy. This is a par 4? You're kidding me. We can't drive the fairway. Welcome to Impossible Challenge settings. I feel like this course was made for the Impossible Challenge. Yeah, we could go over here, but what's that gonna do? I mean, we're left with the biggest uphill shot ever. Wow, this course is insane. This is what this weekly Impossible Challenge series is about. Finding some of the toughest courses in the game and getting one shot to conquer it, just like we did at Castlevania.
That was good.
Rambo Wilson said he has like 3 courses in the works right now, so be ready.
Here on the
I can't wait. This is going to hit those bushes. We're going to have to lay up again. This is insane. This is reminding me of Central Park AG. That's not a good reminder. I think I made a judgment error on that one. A visual error? A visual error? I made some type of error on that one. I was aiming here, right? And I'm fading it into a left to right wind. Did I move it at the end for fun? That's exactly what I did, right? Am I going crazy? You know, over 150 impossible rounds, and that'll do it to you.
Okay, we're setting up with an elevated green. You might want a little more distance.
I don't know. I really don't know what happened there. Clearly, I made a mistake. Okay. Let's send this into the hole. We need it for bogey. Is this going to be the new hardest course in the series? It's going to bounce left, right?
Don't know what that was. Just a little off on that approach.
I tell you, I was crushing them at the range. Crushing them to perfection. This is going to be a nightmare. Look at this break here. We're only on hole 3. Maybe this course really opens up on the back 9, right? It's one of those. As the ball just keeps on running away.
If this one drops, that's for triple bogey.
I feel like this course is made for a powerhouse.
Pretty hard to the right. Looks like you got a line on this.
And we're a technician. But we can putt, baby! What a putt!
The putt goes down. Fantastic work.
You're never out of it. I know we're 2 strokes off of tier 3 right now, and tier 4, well, we've had an ace 1 out of well over 150 impossible challenge rounds, so the odds are not in our favor, right? But it is possible. We know it's possible now, at least, right? Before, I would always say that when there's an ace, there's a way, and you all lost faith. It's like, Ryan, you say that, but yeah, right. I know you all were thinking that. 6 over through 3.
From our
oh, look, this is scoreable. Par 4. Thank you. It's about time. I'm going to ace it. No, I'm not. Look at that pin. That is mean as can be. And are these actual bunkers or are they rocks? You can see they're lined by rocks. They're traps. Look, there's rocks throughout. This course was definitely made to be an impossible course. I'm going for it. You better believe it. Right for it. I get 1 ace and I get overconfident, right? Get lucky. Get lucky. Hit a rock. Hit another rock. Hit another one while you're at it. A little trick shot.
Second shot on the 4th.
You know, the good news about this is we can spin it and we're on a downslope. So we're going to get a pretty good carry here. And we can pick this right up there on this downslope. This should be perfect. In theory. You gotta love a downslope sometimes. Oh boy. Don't you dare. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was gonna say, there's no way a pick shot does not stop. Even on 203 green speeds. Like, there's no way. There's a bird.
At 5 over par
We're heating up. Course opens up, right? 5 over through 4. We're on pace for tier 3 still.
Lovely little par 3 here for the 5th.
Here we go. Another par 3 on the edge of the cliff here. I see where this course gets the name Cliffs from. And the bunkers are... Look at all the rocks. That is so mean, right? That is so mean, but genius. Genius. Do not give Rambo Wilson or AG any new ideas out there for impossible challenge courses, right? Do not give any more ideas. 182, uphill 1 foot, 20-mile-per-hour wind, 4-iron. It's got to be a 2-iron into this wind. This is insane. Especially down the hill like this. It's going to be in the air. Actually, it's uphill. Oh. Well, that's good to know. Looks downhill, doesn't it? That felt terrible.
Nice. That's some solid contact.
And it was solid contact. We had a 3 perfect, right? 3 perfect parts of the swing, a tri-perfect. And it felt terrible.
Shot here on the 5th.
It's not a good sign. But at least we didn't hit a rock, and we're in a deep bunker, but it's going to be fine. I mean, the green slopes from right to left here. We can hit this right off that slope and have a pretty simple putt. Way easier than the last hole. What in the world just happened there?
Setting up here now.
Were we on a downslope? It didn't look like it to me. Did that look like a downslope to you? We got a downslope result there. I felt like the swing was hit pretty good, but okay.
Oh, this one could drop.
What a bounce! Read it to perfection! Do you all see that kick off that slope? That was incredible. That thing hopped and then kicked to the right, like straight to the right. Read that to perfection.
5 over par currently.
That is a huge par. I mean, it would have been sweeter at the birdie, but can't complain. I mean, on an impossible course like this, that's this long, you're playing for pars. Like this reminds me of Central Park AG. Every hole just extremely long, and they're very tough to par and almost impossible to birdie. And that's what this feels like right now. You never want somebody to say a course feels like Central Park, right? You don't know what that course is. If it's ever ported into this game, you'll probably see a lot of people play it. If you're familiar with my content, you know that course a little too well for the last game. Designed by the legend Alan Greenspan.
10 or so from the pin.
Oh boy. I think it's going to be the opposite of this course opening up. Look at this green. And this is another rock bunker, isn't it? Yeah, there's rocks all around it. So basically the bunkers are made to where you get really unlucky or you might be in the sand, right? You're probably never going to have a lucky bounce out of them. So we're trying to put this like right here. So it's got to be a 2-iron here. There's no way we stick this. Welcome to the cliffs of Macduff. That's perfect. Still perfect with the 2-iron on very fast greens. It's gone. Yeah, still a good shot, you know? I mean, oh my goodness. What is this? Well, good news is it's an impossible challenge round. It is not a career mode round, so anything goes. There's no fairness in the impossible challenge, so super flop all day long.
Okay, let's get this ball in the hole. This to
perfect par. And a par. Birdie, par.
And sitting at 5 over par.
After that first hole, I think you all were nervous, right? Like an ace last week. Well, Ryan's going to shoot a 50 over. Make your predictions. How many tiers will we activate?
Headwind blowing in our face on this one.
It looks like we have a backboard here. What in the world am I looking at? Everything funneling out of bounds here, down here on the slope. Oh, good. This is impossible. It is the impossible challenge, but there are levels of impossibility. This, I don't even know. This is a trap. I mean, it's a par 3. You can't lay up, right? Okay. Can our ball even get there? Our driver can probably barely get there. We're going to have to hit a power drive. What am I looking at? Okay, we know we couldn't get there. Yeah, I was just laying up.
See you later to that ball.
Laying up into the cliff. Okay, well, maybe let's try it again. That was a bad swing. There has to be a layup point here, right?
That one, yeah, that's in the water.
Because the lateral drop is going to save us because it drops all the way down. Well, is this why my buddy said you will not shoot even here because it's impossible to? We can't get it there. I mean, we're hitting a power drive, right? So the only other thing I can think is over here off that slope. Hold, 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 hold. This is impossible.
Oops, there goes the... Yeah, that's the water.
There's no layup spot, right? That's the layup spot? Are you kidding me? Is that really the secret here? You gotta be kidding me. Is this what you're supposed to do? That might be the meanest design I have ever seen. And listen, I have played some of the hardest golf courses imaginable. But this is a par 3 where you have to lay up.
And this one's about 210.
Unless you're a powerhouse. Wow. Okay. Well,
Heading left. Oops, that one went bye-bye.
Look at Jerry saying, Ryan, let's just walk to the next hole, right? You know, there's levels to the Impossible Challenge. And up until that point, it was a very good Impossible Challenge course. Okay, but Impossible Challenge courses have to have some level of fairness, some playability. And that hole was just made to be a nightmare. Like, I know that's what it was designed to be, 100%. But, like, I mean, that was so unfair. I don't even know what you do there, personally. I don't really think there's a shot you can hit. I think if you recognize it off the tee, you've got to lay up to that other fairway. I didn't see it until I hit it the bad shot about 10 times. You don't expect to have to lay up on a par 3. Good news is we have a par 5 right here. Bad news is, well, you all know the bad news. Bad news. You know, it's the Impossible Challenge. And keep in mind, unless you're playing North Wind, that par 3 is very much reachable.
Okay, and this is, I don't know.
I'm going to eagle this, though. Well, John, it might be far, but watch this. Imagine, my rhythm was terrible. I misread.
All right, let's get back on this green here.
This is insane.
Here's your 4th shot.
Get in, get in, get another one. Get another one.
Oh, man. Wanted that chip to go. Here we go, 4 par.
It was so good. Okay. Level of impossibility so far for this course. 1,000 out of 10. What does that golf hole remind you of? The Predator AG. There's a golf hole on there there's a lot of golf holes on Predator AG that are on the impossible level of fairness. And that was the one on this course. You know, Predator AG has like 10 of them, right? So
you're ready for it.
This is nothing on Predator AG. You know, when you play an impossible course, sometimes you have holes like that are made to be completely unfair. And it's a designer's choice. I respect it. I respect it. It's painful. It clearly was not made for a technician build, though, right? Oh, you're kidding. I didn't even think that water was...
Too bad.
That's too bad. That's too bad. I tell ya.
You can tell just by the sound that was...
It's always the second one, I tell ya. Golf can be the meanest sport ever.
Okay, this is in the light rough.
Tier 1
too bad.
Activated right now. Tier 2, well, 4 off. Tier 3, we don't talk about it. Tier 4, maybe the back 9 opens up. Look at this green. Now this is great. I love this. This is a great Impossible Challenge hole. Honestly, it's been a great Impossible Challenge course. Like, yeah, there's that one hole that I would change a little bit, but there's a lot of holes I would change in Impossible Challenge courses. I would have changed every hole in loopers only.
And you might not have enough club from the rough.
The hardest course in
Well,
PGA 2K23, I would have
didn't quite
redesigned
hit
the whole
this point.
thing. Another course by the legendary Rambo Wilson, though. But yeah, I could think of about 18 holes I would redesign on that one. Here we go. Let's chip it in. That could be in. And it's going to go left to right, left to right. Wow, it just picks up so much speed on that slope. You know, if there's such thing as a good double bogey,
7-foot putt.
this is it. Is this not one of, but the hardest course in the series so far? I know Predator AG exists, right? And Dante's Hole 2, forgot about that one. This has to be 3 so far.
All right, tee this one up
This
and
is
have a
3
good drive.
in level of difficulty. My friend
Par
was not
4
lying
as we hit the 10th
when
hole.
he said you won't break even. He's gonna laugh so much when he watches this. Are you kidding me? Told you wouldn't break even, Ryan. Yeah, I think I even said I'll see you Friday. That didn't age well, right? I'll see you Friday, all right? I think I even said I'll see you Friday, August 8th. Oh, yes, you will.
Got a good bounce on that.
For
one.
better or
Just
for
gotta chase
worst, we're here. And, you know, the challenge of this Impossible Challenge series is a lot. Of course, it's the Impossible Challenge, but
And
it's
this
a
one's
weekly
from around
series.
75
And
yards
you
out.
don't have course knowledge. You go in, and when you do the Impossible, it's incredible,
There's a
right?
bit of a downslope on this green.
But,
Be
like,
careful of.
the difficulty of it is insane. And that's the point of this challenge. It's not meant to be a challenge that we go in and shoot almost even every time. No, it's going to be one where we shoot plus 50 sometimes, like Predator AG in week 1. Or plus 36, like at Dante's Hole 2. So, you know, it happens. The goal of it is to challenge ourselves and to play these impossible courses and,
Nice approach.
you know,
Good stuff.
have fun sometimes.
This next putt is for your birdie. This one's going to the left.
I didn't have fun on that par 3. I can tell you that right now. I was about ready to rage quit. Please get
Oh,
in.
it's getting
Walk it
there.
in, Ryan. Walk it in,
Oh
baby.
my, that was a fantastic shot.
Come on. I thought he started walking in too soon. That would have been a classic Ryan Gamer celebration before you actually score, right? I've done that plenty of times.
That wind's blowing right
I
into
think
our
this course
face
is
on
going to
this
open
one.
up. I have a good feeling about this back 9. Par 5 here with 13 over. Let's get to 8 over or better. Or actually, let's just get an ace and activate tier 4. Look, this
Well,
seems
this one's looking
scoreable.
good.
This is a wild course. It is really cool, though. Like, this is such a cool environment, and it's just a very fun fantasy course. It is insanely tough,
Here's our
right?
second shot on
100%.
hole
This was
number
made to be an
11.
impossible challenge in this wind. I feel like this course was designed to be played in very firm, very fast, pin location number 4, very high winds in the north direction, as most impossible challenge courses are. Most designers design them for those settings to be the hardest test. And do we even get over that creek? There's no shot we get over that creek in this wind. Are you kidding me? I mean, the fairway is not much easier to hit, but let me tell you, we are not hitting it in that creek. Remember when we hit a driver off the deck earlier in this round on hole 1,
Oh,
right?
This might be a bit of
Didn't I
danger
put it
ahead.
out of bounds or something? Maybe not out of bounds, but close to it.
This
I
is
put
our
it
third
somewhere.
shot.
But this at least gives us a chance for birdie. The ball is buried, though. I mean, you can see it at the bottom right of the screen. It is buried, and we're hitting into a 20-mile-per-hour wind. Welcome to Cliffs of Macduff. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, boy. Are we going to birdie out?
Okay.
Remember,
we're
I
on the
said that.
green. And this putt's around 16 feet out. Looks like a right to left break.
Send it in.
Looking good.
I mean, at
Oh,
least we
yeah,
have the
that'll
putter.
work nicely.
The
Two
putter
birdies in
has
a
been
row
so
for you.
hot recently. You know, Number 7 had to exist because Birdie City is on the back. That's why the designer put number 7 there. I wish I would have looked at the caddy book first. I would have laid up 100%. It's the impossible challenge. You have to do some wild stuff sometimes.
On the tee of the 12th hole, it's a par 4.
This is insane. Look, yeah, this was made for the impossible challenge. This is so cool. Designer, you come across this video, very nicely done. Number 7, you know, was number 7. I don't have much more to say about that. But I respect it. Let's send this into the fairway. You'll see how scared I am of hitting it in the water. You see how much distance I took off of that? Like, when you hit it in the water 15 times in one round, you start to play it a little safe. That is a nightmare bunker there. This is such a cool course. I love this. I love it. I went for it. Come on, give us a good putt. Come on, get your dancing shoes, Ryan. We've been dancing the last few holes. Well, we're not dancing.
Well, that
we're in the
approach
fairway.
kind of missed the mark a little bit.
If that would have rode off, could you imagine? This is very chip-inable, though. We've had a chip in already. It's going to hit left to right. It's going to come off to the left as well. Let's chip it in. Nope.
Oh,
It shot off to the left because we pulled it on the swing path. So if you're on a side slope and you pull it right away on the swing path, it's gone.
Let's see what you can do.
So we never gave it a chance, and I crushed it, I think, too. Good par, though. That's a nightmare hole. Birdie, birdie, par. Call in that birdie train, everybody. As far as this Impossible Challenge series goes, this is way far from the worst, right? So far. I'm talking about from a score perspective.
Okay, 13th hole. We got a par 4. Let's go.
But this is I honestly really like this course for the Impossible Challenge. Like this embodies everything about the Impossible Challenge. But oh my, look at this. This fairway right here was put in just for the Impossible Challenge, right? For this wind. And it's important to point out, you're going to get a different wind every course and every week. Very high is just a range. You're going to get the lower parts of that range, and you're going to get the higher parts of the range like we have today. You just never know what you're going to get. That's one of the beauties of it, and also one of the pains of it, right?
All right,
that's
hitting
beautiful.
Into an elevated green.
Look at that bunker. That is so mean. I mean, if you're far here, good luck. Look at that one small bunker. I would be the one to hit that bunker. I'm going for this. It's a par 4. You better believe we're going for it. That's it. That's it. Still, though, we've had to hit so many 2-irons into these greens, and you just can't stick them. That is the big issue on a course of this length, right? It is just extremely challenging when you're having to hit a 2-iron into every green because you can't stick it. Now, this is dangerous. We've just got to make sure we get it up this slope, right? There's a backboard. Do not risk it.
Ooh, I didn't love seeing that.
Still almost made it.
And this one.
Oh, boy. Are you kidding me? This little downhill 3-putt is on a red-orange slope. Oh, you're kidding. I mean, if you all have not played a course like this, it's maybe hard to grasp how fast that is. You all saw how soft I hit it. If that doesn't hit the cup there on the outside, it's rolling all the way past the green, right? That is how fast these are. And that was a really good putt. It's crazy that was that good, right? Because I thought for sure even hitting it that soft that we were rolling past it, and we would have if we didn't hit the side of the cup. So we kind of got lucky and unlucky at the same time.
And as we tee off here,
welcome to the Impossible
par
Challenge.
5 hole.
And welcome to the cliffs of Macduff. This is insane.
Well, that'll work for you.
It's a par 5 at least, so we have that going for us, but...
And here's shot number 2 on
this
hole
is
number
up
14.
there. It's going to be Predator AG, Dante's hole 2, and then this one, probably number 3 on the toughest courses in this series so far. Let's just put it in the fairway, right? Wow, you know, I feel like this one, hole 7 would get you almost every time, because even if you lay up to the left there,
okay, this shot's about
you still have a very tough shot into the green, and you're gonna have an almost impossible putt. I don't think you can land it on that green. So, because even if you lay up, it rolled off like ours did. But I feel like if you kept doing that and learning it, you would learn how to play it. But like, I don't know. I don't see a way to play that hole. Even if you do have good distance, how in the world do you land it on that green with the driver? That is one of those I feel like you'd have to study for about 1,992 attempts. I don't know why specific. That's just the number that came to me.
This one's a little bit long potentially.
That's really good. That's just gorgeous.
Really well judged
Come on.
approach there.
We can still get to tier
9 feet away.
Well, we can still get to tier 2. And I hope there's a par 3 left. Wow, do we need it. Let's go. That's a big time bird. Back 9. We are 2 under par. So, like, I was right that it opens up on the back. That front 9 is insane. It is the Impossible Challenge, so it's supposed to be like that. But, oh my. This designer went all out.
And a heads up.
This is a great course, though. It truly is. It is beautiful. It is fun to play. It embodies everything in the Impossible Challenge. It has a good mix of impossible and also fair impossible holes. I guess I would say unfair impossible holes and fair impossible holes. And I think that's why this course works so well, right? Because it leans into the challenge, right? That's what this course, I feel like, was designed to be on these conditions. It leans into the challenge, but it also provides scores if you hit a great shot like we've done recently. It's a par 4. I think this course was made for a powerhouse, obviously. So that's definitely a factor in this. Ryan Gamer's not a heavy hitter out here. So, see, this is one where you've got to lay up and give yourself a 3-1 into the green. That's insane. Yeah, because it's all rough here, right? So you could go for it. I mean, is it really that difficult to hit from that rough? Is that any of it out of bounds? Oh, it's out of bounds. Oh, that changes everything. So yes, you have to lay up. Again, this is a course designed for a build where you can hit a lot further than we can. 100%. If you're a technician, well, good luck. What just happened there? That's supposed to be a layup. Welcome to the Impossible Challenge, everybody. Are you kidding me? I feel like it should have let us drop closer, but all right. Well, let's go for it then and see what happens.
You must be feeling lucky. Taking driver off the turf.
I think that's out of bounds unless we get a lucky bounce. Lucky bounce. It's got to go. It's got to go. It went. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, game. You saw how close that was. I don't... We must have been sitting on a downslope on that shot. We must have been sitting on a downslope. And it must have carried further than I calculated, obviously. So that's very unfortunate because, well, now we're shooting for a bogey here. Luckily, because this could be a hole, another 10, right? Look at this green. Again, this course has all the level of difficulties. This is really cool.
Good job. We're on the green.
That's
Here's
great.
From
it could have been better, but it could have been a whole lot worse. But look at this green. This is unreal. This is Predator AG right here. This is Central Park AG. Those two courses, every single hole is like this. All of them is that same break right there. Every single hole on that course, especially Predator, is sit on a slope. To where if you miss it, it does this.
This one's 25 feet away. This one starts off pretty straight, then goes to the right. Well, this one's
that's
on
beautiful.
A line, and it drops.
That's well beautiful for a double bogey. No, a triple, right? Is that another triple? How many don't show the replay? That's a triple, right? Let's move on. You know, thank you, John, but no, we don't watch triples. 15. So you all realize that we are close to not activating tier 1 right now. So that is the level of difficulty in this challenge. There have been 2 courses in these 10 courses we have not activated at least tier 1. That was Predator AG and Dante's Hole 2. We activated tier 1 on EP's Landing and at least tier 2 on the rest. Oh boy. That is insane. Okay. I mean, it's got to be driver. We don't really have another choice. Honestly, get lucky and lay up. Go in the sand. Or do that. That's actually great.
And here's
that's lucky as you can get.
On the 16th.
That is as lucky as you can get. Like, that's insane. Better to be lucky than good, right? Good. Let's do the 60-degree wedge spinner. No, I short swinged it. That's terrible. You gotta be kidding me.
Okay.
That's such a high percentage shot, too.
Downhill putt, right,
especially for me. That's my favorite shot in the game, and I just look like I've never played it. Okay, here we go. Got to get this close, right? I thought I hit that hard enough,
10
but
feet to the cup.
A little too soft. Okay, so right to left.
This is going to go right to left.
Down the hill. Come on, one time. Drop those one times, everybody. Oh. We can't see it. Well, it's probably for the better, right? The cameraman was trying to save you all seeing that putt, right? Brian looks over at Jared and looks at all the fans here. Is like, what's going on here? It never broke.
Ooh, easy, Tiger.
I pulled it. Well, tier 1, 18 over or better. We got a par out.
Drops and we're moving on.
This course has an insane difficulty spike from hole to hole. Like, it'll look like, oh, it's scoreable, and then it'll hit you with one of the hardest holes, and then it's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like,
and teeing up now on the 17th.
Oh boy, this is aceable, everybody. Oh boy, if we ace this, this is the final Impossible Challenge video. That would be 2 in a row. We would be done. 113. Downhill 6 feet. Don't hit those rocks, but you better believe I am giving this my all. We're hitting this into the wind, and we're acing it. Come on. One time, please. One time.
Yeah, it sounded good.
Thank you, John. Get lucky. Get lucky!
Here we go.
That's actually not bad. And that wind, that's actually really good.
Second shot here on the 17th.
Okay, we've got to putt this. I'd say this is a really fun and frustrating impossible challenge course. Like it has a lot of fun moments and a lot of fun golf holes, and then there's holes like 7 and a couple other ones where you're just left looking at the screen and just like, what? That's a par though. 18 over or better. 1 hole left for tier 1. Will we finish today with no tiers activated, or will we activate at least one, which is not easy to do, especially on a course like this? That water is placed right there with that wind. I'm telling you, this designer made this for the Impossible Challenge in mind. It's a 20-mile-per-hour wind with a tree there, and you've got to hit driver. 3 wood is going to bounce you in the water anyways. This is insane. Absolutely insane. Power drive is, no, it's got to be a normal drive because I'm terrible with the power drive, so it's going to take off more distance than you want. Here goes something. Look at that wind. I mean, we made it, and that's all that matters here. It's a par 5, so again, we're playing for par. 18 over or better. Oh boy, we had a round like this. EP's Landing. We shot 17 over. We barely got it. So EP's Landing is one where we came in clutch at the end. But EP's Landing final hole is not as tough as this one, I do not believe. One time. Yeah, I used one time on an approach to the fairway, a layup. Ryan, did you just one time an approach? When you've hit it in the water 18 times in one round, yeah, you have one time for layups.
This one's your 3rd.
Welcome to the Impossible Challenge. Why do I do this to myself? Why do we come back every Friday? Been asking myself that question for years, everybody. Oh, boy. 133. Uphill 9 feet. We have to put this close because we got a par, right? So this is for birdie. I mean, eagle. We want to give ourselves an easy birdie shot. So we go to a 7-iron. We draw it into the wind. We dance. And then we dance it in. You know, really what a bounce back this round has been. As crazy as that sounds, it really has been. I mean, after that 10 on 7 and after the triple bogeys, like, we fought. That's what the Impossible Challenge is all about, the fight. And look, we fought to a birdie chance. Tier 1 on the line, everybody. 3rd hardest course in this series. One time. Hold. It's almost impossible to stop that. I hit it about as soft as I could. Ryan looking over there at Jerry, looking over at the fans. We do got fans here. Okay.
8 feet away.
Okay. All right. One time. Yes!
Okay, and today you've managed to drop that par putt on in there.
Wow.
Final hole. Good job.
Only in the Impossible Challenge are you celebrating an 18 over par. That is the courses we play in this series. There are only 2 courses so far in this series. We have not got at least tier 1. And tier 1 is honestly hard to get on a lot of these courses. So 2 courses, that was Predator AG, the 50 over, and then Dante's Hole 2, the 36 over par. Today, it was looking like it might have been a 36 over par round, and we fought for every bit of that 18 over. That course is insanely challenging. Very nicely done by the designer there. That is a very good Impossible course. Yes, is it a bit unfair on 1 hole? Yes, but Predator AG is unfair on 9 holes. It is. It is. And if you don't believe me, just play it. And Central Park AG is impossible on every hole. So, like, yeah, this is still fair. It has that impossible hole, but it's a great impossible design. The level of difficulty changes between each hole is awesome. Like, you have hope, right? It gives you hope, right? Oh, here's some hope. And then it takes all that hope away on the next one. Then it gives you hope again. And then it rips it away and takes it forever. And then you have some hope again on the 18th. But yeah, easy favorite. That is an easy 5-star Impossible course. Like, very well done. You could tell the designer really thought about it. And I'm sure when the designer was designing hole number 7, it was designed for default wind, right? And then the designer was like, okay, you want to play an Impossible Challenge round here? Here, watch this. And he did it. And wow, was it tough. What a fight, though. We had 4 birdies, believe it or not. That is a tier 1 activated. Tier 2, no. Tier 3, no. Tier 4, no. But, you know, after the ace last week, were you all thinking like, oh, the next one's going to be a little rough? So I was glad we were able to bounce back a little bit. A triple on 1, a triple on 3, a birdie on 4, and then a couple pars, and then 7. 7, we did not a 7. We got a par on 8, and then a double on 9. Then Birdie City started for a couple holes. Birdie, birdie, par. And then Bogey Birdie is looking good. 2 under on the back 9. And then number 15 and 16 just crush you. Absolutely crush you. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. And we parred out to win it. That's clutch, everybody. Like, think about that. We just parred out. And those were not easy holes to finish. That par 3, you could barely get to the fairway as a technician. And then we barely got to the fairway. We hit a bad spinner shot and made a good par. And wait, no, that's the short par 3. I'm talking about 16. Was 16 the par? We got a triple on that par 3? Am I mixing up a hole? What was the par 3 that we barely hit the fairway? Okay, yeah, never mind. 17 was the short one, the easier one, right? Tough wind. 280-yard par 3, 16. Is that the one we barely got there? How did I triple bogey that? Wait, that was the one where we barely carried the fairway. I triple bogeyed that? That'll be interesting to watch back. A putting disaster, clearly. Is it bad? I just threw that out of my memory right away. The back-to-back triples I just completely forgot about on an instant. You gotta have a short memory in golf, and clearly I got a short memory in golf. Forget about the mistakes and move on. Clearly, 4 over on the back, better improved from the 14 over on the front, much better improved. But yeah, get on out there and try that, everybody. Try that at your own risk, because that course will absolutely crush you. I mean, that is one of the hardest courses I've played. That is 3 so far in this 10-week series. Predator number 1, number 2, Dante's Hole 2, number 3 is right here, the Cliffs of Macduff. Big thank you to the designer for designing this great course, a great course for the Impossible Challenge here. Get on out there and try it. And if y'all got some enjoyment on today's video, drop a like. It really helps the channel, especially if you want to continue watching the Impossible Challenge series and keeping this series going. Drop that like button and subscribe for plenty more sports game content. I do a lot of career mode, and I have a Dynasty series going as well, but a lot of career modes across multiple different sports games. Of course, we have a PGA 2K25 career mode going on. It's been awesome. We'll have the US Open coming up next week. That's going to be a blast at Oakmont Country Club. So check out that. But I'll see you in the next one. And as always, have a fantastic day, everybody.